Hey Broncos Country, just imagine, we're just a few weeks away from the start of the 2025 NFL season. The team is coming off a 10-win, 7-loss campaign last year with a playoff spot, and suddenly, two guys listed as starters might see their spots slipping through their fingers. That's right, Denver Broncos family, there's fierce competition on our roster, and Coach Sean Payton isn't going to forgive mistakes. Who are these players? What's going down in the backfield and the receiver group? Stay tuned, because this could change everything in our offense. Let's dive into this analysis that'll leave you tense but excited for what's coming. Don't bail now. The suspense is just getting started. Seriously, Denver Broncos fans, the unofficial 2025 depth chart is out, and it's already causing a huge stir. We've got 9 starters returning on offense and 9 on defense, which means over 80% retention of the main roster. That's high even by Payton's rigorous standards. He loves a hard line. But look, even with this apparent stability, the locker room vibe is hot because no one's spot is guaranteed. Remember last year, we ran poorly on the ground, overloaded our rookie quarterback Bo Nix, and still made the playoffs. Now in 2025, the team isn't in rebuild mode anymore. It's time to really fight for the division title, and that means rookies and vets are going head-to-head on equal footing. Let's get straight to it, Broncos Country. The first player on the hot seat is running back J.K. Dobbins. That's right, the guy who just joined the team in June after a strong season with another team in the league, where he rushed for over 900 yards and 9 touchdowns, averaging 4.6 yards per carry. It was the best year of his career, but he signed a contract for over $5 million with us. And now? Now he's listed as the starter on the depth chart, but there's a huge shadow hanging over him. The reason? Pure competition in the backfield. Our run game was weak in 2024, and Payton knows we need explosion to take pressure off Nix. Dobbins is a vet with experience, but he can't slip up. Who's threatening him? The rookie R.J. Harvey, folks. This kid is shining in off-season workouts, showing speed, field vision, and that big play ability we desperately need. Fans are already calling for him to start, and it's not without reason. On the depth chart, Harvey's way down there, but that's just on paper. On the field, he's pressing hard. There's also Audric Estime and Jaleel McLaughlin in the mix, but they don't seem as dangerous as Harvey. Payton likes vets, so Dobbins probably starts week 1. But look, family, if he stumbles on those first runs, if he doesn't get those yards after contact we expect, Harvey jumps ahead. Imagine the impact. A more dynamic backfield with explosive runs opening up play action for Nix. That could turn our offense into a machine. Tell me, Broncos Country, do you think Dobbins holds on to the spot, or does the rookie take over? Let me know in the comments, because this is going to spark some debate. Now, let's head to the other side of the offense, where things are even tenser. Wide receiver Marvin Mims Jr. is in his 3rd year with us, drafted in the 2nd round in 2023, and he still hasn't exploded like we hoped. He's listed as the number 2, alongside our main receiver Courtland Sutton, but in 2024, he only caught 503 receiving yards. Barely more than rookie Devon Vale. The connection with Nix improved a bit in year 2, but it didn't become that lethal duo we dreamed of. The team's giving Mims one last shot in 2025, but the clock is ticking. Why? Because the depth chart only lists 2 starting receivers, opening space for fullback Michael Burton, and that means in 2 wideout sets, the fight is fierce. The challengers? Oh, there's a line forming. Vale, who already showed out last year, Troy Franklin, a 4th-round pick in 2024 who had flashes of genius, and now rookie Pat Bryant, 3rd round in 2025 at 6'2", and over 200 pounds, with elite strength and incredible skills for contested catches in the air. These guys are hungry, training to steal snaps. Payton isn't going to wait for slow development. The team needs immediate production. If Mims doesn't start the season with precise routes, 0 drops, and yards after catch, he could hit the bench quick. Think about the impact on our passing game. With Sutton as the anchor, a more reliable WR2 opens the field, gives Nix more options, and balances the attack. Without it, we stay predictable. And in the AFC West, that's a death sentence. So, Denver Broncos family, who would you start? Does Mims deserve more time, or is it time for new blood? Drop your opinions, because this fires up the debate. Looking at the big picture, Broncos Country, this 2025 depth chart is as volatile as a punt return on a windy day at Mile High. We've got stability with returns, but competitions in key spots like running back and wide receiver. Coach Payton is shaping a competitive team after a 10-7 season in playoffs, but he knows we need to improve the run game and support for Knicks to dream of a Super Bowl. Rookies like Harvey and on defense, but that's for another video, are at the bottom of the chart but rising fast, and that's causing controversy among fans. Few starters feel safe 3 weeks from week 1. That's good, folks. Competition raises everyone's level. Imagine Dobbins running like he's scared of losing his spot, or Mims catching passes his career depends on it. It could be the fuel that takes us further. Let's dig a bit deeper into the backfield, because it deserves it. Dobbins brings baggage. He knows how to handle past injuries, has burst for quick holes, and vision for lateral cuts. But in a scheme like Payton's, which mixes zone runs and power gaps, he needs to be consistent. Harvey, on the other hand, is pure upside, explosive acceleration, elusiveness in the open field, and that knack for avoiding tackles. If he gets reps, he could become the feature back we haven't had since, well, it's been a while. And the others? Estime is more of a power runner, good for short yardage, and McLaughlin is shifty for third downs. But the focus is on Dobbins versus Harvey. One bad series of games, and boom, the rotation changes. That affects play calling. More effective runs mean less pressure on Knicks, who showed poise in the pocket last year, but needs protection. Moving to the receivers, Mims has the tools, deep speed, quickness on short routes, but the drops and inconsistency kill. He needs to be the perfect complement to Sutton, who draws double teams. Vale is solid on possession catches. Franklin has that long stride for go routes. And Bryant. This rookie is beast mode. Contests high balls like no one else, perfect for the red zone. In an offense that uses a lot of motion and play action, the WR2 needs to be versatile. If Mims fails, we see a committee, but Payton prefers a clear hierarchy. Impact? More air yards, more points, and Knicks turning into a star. Denver Broncos fans, this gets me anxious. Our offense could take off or stumble, depending on these battles. After 2024, with a playoff spot but early elimination, the team addressed needs in the draft and free agency. Dobbins was a key addition for the weak run game, but now he's under fire. The receiver group gained depth with Bryant. Defense is solid with returns, but the focus is offense. Payton, with his offensive mind, will hit the panic button if needed. That's what makes training camp electrifying. Scrimmages, drills, and decisions that shape the season. Broncos Country, what would you do in the coach's shoes? Keep the vets or give the young guys a shot? Comment below. Let's swap ideas. Expanding on that, think about the contractual and roster implications. Dobbins came cheap for what he produces, but if he doesn't deliver, he could be cut without mercy. Mims, still on his rookie deal, has to prove his value or become trade bait. Rookies like Harvey and Bryant are cheap and full of potential, which fits our tight cap space. All this feeds the narrative of a team on the rise, but with urgency. At Mile High, the altitude helps, but it's the daily grind that wins games. Imagine Week 1, Dobbins rushing for 100 yards, or Harvey stealing the show with a 50-yard touchdown. Same for the receivers. Mims with a big catch, or Bryant becoming the hero. That's the NFL family, unpredictable and exciting. Hey, if you're Broncos Country at heart, bleeding orange and blue, subscribe to the channel now so you don't miss any updates on our team. Turn on the bell because more hot analyses like this are coming every week. In my view, Dobbins holds the spot if he stays healthy, but Mims, it's time to tighten up. Either he explodes or he makes way for the rookies. That's going to generate debate, huh? So, Denver Broncos family, what would you do in this situation? Keep Dobbins and Mims as starters, or give the challengers a chance right away? Comment below with your ideal lineup. If you enjoyed the analysis, share with your fellow fans, and see you in the next video, where we'll talk more about our path to the playoffs. Let's go, Broncos!